Hey, this is yours truly, the coach again, and you know what it's time for? I think it's time for a sexy party. Nah, what are you kidding me? You know what it's time for? A Rhubarb Chris post-game report. Last Saturday, Rhubarb Chris had two games, one against Brew Crew at 1:30 p.m., which is way better than 10:30 a.m., that's for damn sure. And another one at 4:30 p.m. against Yoggers Mulls, which was a rematch in that one. Let's first start off with the game against Brew Crew. And the first period, Rhubarb Chris, wow, do they ever jump off to a great start as the line of Riley McVicker and Tyler Grove would just dominate from there. And then Rhubarb would be up 4-0 after the first period. And also, this should be mentioned. Besides the fact that Riley and Tyler were dominating the game, the coach also made a beauty save off of Scotty Newman on a breakaway to keep the Brew Crew off the score sheet from there. In the second period, momentum sort of went both ways in that one, but Rhubarb would extend their lead as, wow, I mean, Corey Balkin had 3 chances and finally put them in. I mean, Laurie McGavin was supposed to stop all 5 of them, but she didn't. Nah, whatever. That happens. And then I believe it was Wayne Dusilme who would make it 6-0. I don't know. At that point, I kind of lost count. I remembered they had eventually break my shutout as a dump in, which the ball was bouncing. The ball went off the boards and it bounced away from Ian Grant, if I can remember, and then they just I don't know. Ball just came in front and they just put it in to break my shutout. But then Rhubarb would make it 7-1, and then I don't know what is going on from here. Corey Balkin, the line of Corey Balkin and Ross Cook. I don't know. I don't know what would happen, but then they'd lose the draw, and then a shot from the point would fool me on the blocker side to make it 7-2, and then Brew Crew would add another one. I believe it was a cross. I can't remember if it was off of a might have been off of a Joey Menard turnover. I do recall him apologizing to me on that one. It's okay, Joey, no worries, buddy. But anyways, the score would be 7-3. So then we go into the third period, and remember, should Rhubarb hold on to the victory, they would be both a team record and also a individual record for Rhubarb Chris goalie, most wins in a season. Now, Rhubarb would extend the lead and make it 8-3. And then what the heck's going on? Like, jeez. Back out comes Balkin and Ross Cook, and the next thing you know, Brew Crew nets 2 more, including, once again, a cross crease pass to an open man who would shoot it in. So anyways, that made it 8. They would net 2 more to make it 8-5, but then Rhubarb Chris would then settle down and then would hang on and win the game 8-5. So that's 8 goals scored for the 8th win of the team, and 8 goals for the 8th win of the coach this season. So we're going to go on to the 3 stars. So that game, the 3rd star will go to Wayne Dusilme. The 2nd star goes to Riley McVicker. And the 1st star, Super. Anyways, we go on to the game against the Jager's Mullets, and yay. Sorry guys, I let you guys down there. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the breadsticks and the pizza that Ross Cook let me have, but just wasn't my best game, let's just say that. We'd start off with the first period where Liel Lafreniere of the Jager's Mullets would draw 2 penalties, including a cross-checking penalty on Mike Johnson, and I believe it was a hooking penalty on Tyler Grove in front of the net. And then Jager's Mullets would score on both of those, including one that went off the crossbar off my padded in or something. I don't know. At that point, do I even want to talk about that? Jeez. And then, once again, Rhubarb Chris would be short-handed as Corey Balkin would take a penalty. And then another goal would occur, but this time it was a great short-handed effort by Wayne Duciome, who would walk in and fire deke to the backhand and score to make it 2-1, which was the score at the end of the first period. But unfortunately, in the second period, that's where the second period, it's somewhat fell apart as I don't know. I can't necessarily remember. All I know is that the Jager's Mullets would score two more, including a pass where a guy walked in all alone and beat me on the blocker side. And it was 4-1 after the second period. And then in the third, the Jager's Mullets would make it 5-1. Rhubarb would try to make it closer, as I believe it was, can't remember. Yeah, I think Riley McVicker got it. It was fed by Tyler Grove. That would make it 5-2, but just frustration and whatnot took over for Rhubarb, and we just couldn't. Just wasn't meant to be for us in that game. Let's just say that. So the 3 stars of that game. The third star is the not so super Tyler Grove. That's okay. That happens. You know. You can't necessarily be super every game. It's okay. Second star goes to Riley Mack, and the first star to Wayne Duciome. First star to Wayne Duciome because he was solid defensively, and he got the one shorthanded goal. You know, he can only do so much for the team. So, anyways, Rhubarb's Crisp's next game is on Thursday at 10:30 p.m. against Hard Fives. Last time we played against Hard Fives, he had, I believe, the worst attendance of the year, having 5 players, I believe, and Hard Five killed us. So hopefully a good attendance is in order, and I mean, who wouldn't want to celebrate the holidays? Who wouldn't want to start off the holidays with a win Thursday night? And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Once again, this video has been brought to you by RhubarbChrisHockey.com, GoaliesCrease.ca, and the Manitoba Ball Hockey Association, which their Big Rink Summer League has started. So if any of you are interested in playing on any teams, just look up their site and see if teams are looking for players. And log on to www.manitobaballhockey.com, I believe it is. And, yep. So that's it for me, and the best crisp is Rhubarb Crisp.